Hey y'all, this is LaBray. Uh, it has been a long freaking time. Uh, I'm out here in my garden and like I have been so freaking busy this summer that I don't even recognize this goddamn garden. And I was talking to my sister today and she's like, hey, are you out in your garden? Uh, and I was telling her, like, yesterday I came back to put some compost out, and hell, I was kind of scared to walk in it because I have not tended to this garden in like freaking weeks. However, that being said, there has been a huge lesson that I have learned that shit, I think me like always out here and manipulating things or whatever, hell, not that I was fucking things up, but I honestly, like, the garden is doing like better without me messing with it all the time. So I don't really know what's going on here. You see all this greenery and stuff. I don't know what's happening because I haven't I haven't been out here in like weeks, and so let's see what's going on. Shit, you and I will find out together. Hell, I don't even know where to start. Shit, I guess we'll start over there. All right. So I'm just gonna, this is gonna be a longer video. I'm just gonna give you an update on everything. So starting with like my herb and my flower garden here. So I have not had, like, normally I mulch. I believe in mulching. I have everything kind of planted, and I've been like so busy this summer that I just pretty much let nature just do what it do because I just didn't have time. So let me show you what's going on. Okay, so here are my nasturtiums, and like I did not plant these this year. I planted nasturtiums last year and they reseeded. Even though I got some seeds from them last year, I guess there was still some left in the ground, and they just kind of filled in like the areas that was open. So I didn't do anything for this. Nasturtiums, they just came. So I planted some milkweeds last year, and I have to say it was beautiful. Hey, did you all know that like monarch butterflies only lay their eggs on milkweeds? Let me turn this around. Like, like monarch butterflies, they only lay their eggs on milkweeds, and the caterpillars only eat milkweeds, which is like freaking amazing. So I planted these last year. The Field Museum, the Field Museum in Chicago, they were in Gary last year, giving out free milkweeds to Gary residents. I don't live in Gary anymore, but I will always be Gary. Gary's always me, so whatever. So yeah, I got some. And to help like the monarch butterflies. And it has been like, I don't see any caterpillars here now, but there have been like a ton of caterpillars like here, and you could see them in the different stages, and it was amazing. Now, the thing with milkweeds, which I'm wondering, okay, and so milkweeds attract aphids. However, when I like saw the aphids on the milkweeds, I also saw ladybugs, and ladybugs eat aphids. So I'm like, I'm wondering if like me having milkweeds here will draw the aphids from my vegetables to the milkweeds. Where are we here? To the milkweeds. And as long as I have like the beneficial insects like ladybugs to eat them, that's the ecosystem we want, people. See, look, here's my thing. Like I enjoy gardening, like I love gardening, but I'm not trying to do like a whole bunch of work. Like, no, I just want to like pull a couple weeds, you know, that's just kind of therapeutic for me. So yeah. Wait. Wait, where are you? Wait. And there's a pollinator. That's what we like. That's what we want to see. Look at that, people. Come on. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. It's getting back to nature, how it used to be. That's awesome. But yeah, so if I can have like pollinators and beneficial insects and all that shit to like do the work for me, then yeah, I'm good with my life. I'm good with that. So let me show you what else I got going here. Yeah, these are the nice parts. Let me show you the shit that's like a motherfucking mess. All right, so I've got more milkweeds here. So I got different types of plants from the Field Museum last year. And since I'm not like vegetables, like I can identify like a vegetable from like a seedling. I'm like, hey, that's a brassica, that's whatever. Flowers, I don't really know shit about flowers really. So I'm learning them. So the stuff here, like this stuff, I don't know if these are weeds or plants or whatever. So I just kind of let them grow to figure it out. So that's what's going on here. Now here are my dead ass daisies. And I think last year my daisies lasted longer, but I had my deck redone. Ain't she pretty? Shout out to Shalane. Come on, boo-boo. Shout out to you for doing that for me. Thank you. So we put like a tarp over the plants, and I think that what might have killed the daisies. So I'm still getting my life together. When I really get my life together, I'm just gonna cut these down. Let's see what else is going on here. Now here are some zinnias that I planted by seeds, and they are gorgeous. Look at these zinnias. I didn't realize that they could grow so tall. Like, look at how tall those are. Like the milkweed, shit, that milkweed, hell, I'm like 5'5". This milkweed, shoot, is almost as tall as me. So I'm gonna say that zinnia, maybe about 3 feet tall. I didn't know they could get that tall. I think these are lilies. Lilies, like my mom, she's at the point, she's like, I don't want to grow anything. What is this? Some spinach seeds. See, yeah, my garden's just a mess, folks. These are some spinach that's going to seed. That's still just throw that somewhere. So my mom, she's like, she does not want to grow anything. So earlier this year, I was over there helping her like weed and things, and these were coming up. So I took them and planted them in my garden, and this is the first year. They're doing okay. So I expect them to do better next year. These are some purple coneflowers that I just got. You see, it's got like powdery mildew, and that's really, can you all see that? Okay. And that's really my fault. So because I have not had a chance to, and here's another one, it's like powdery mildew like all over the place. Since like I haven't had a chance to be attentive. Like I bought these, they were on sale, so they were almost dead at Lowe's anyway. And then I waited forever to like put them in the ground, and poor things, they just, you know, yeah. But they're perennials, so they'll come back next year. I also had some other coneflowers. I think these are annuals though, that I planted, the daisies. This here I also got from the Field Museum last year. It's all about, they were giving out native plants and perennials that come back every year. Now this doggone thing right here, that I recognize, that is a weed, because I pull this mug up all the freaking time. So that I'll be going back there for you. Now here is my herb garden. Like, I have not mulched or anything. So I had, like, what is this right here? This is, what, a stevia, I think. Oh Jesus, what is this, the stevia? I don't know, I can't really reach back there. But you see it got painted. So I had like some, I had some herbs here, but I think they died because of the deck being painted. So no big thing, I didn't have time to deal with it anyway. So I have a few herbs here: oregano, parsley. What is this? This is just weed grass. It's just, yeah. See, I've not been tending. Yeah, I've not, been tending to this garden at all. My babies, I need to form a relationship with them. So my parsley, if you all are looking for like a perennial that kind of gives and gives and gets bigger and bigger and is ornamental, like this right here is my thyme. The oregano over here, the oregano is not, it's looking okay. It's not looking too high. I've seen better. But thyme, I would say, I think is a really good like ornamental herb. And hey, I believe getting, you know, bang for your buck. So, you know, it looks nice and it's an herb to cook with it. Got my lavender here that came back from last year. Here is my one of my basils, and you see here that, you see this right here, they're going to seed. So the trick to have it last longer is just to pluck that mug off. Like, nope, you are not going to seed. Not now. We are not tolerating that. Let's see. This right here is looking seed-ish. Let me pluck that off. So actually I need to prune this. I need to prune it. I've got leeks in here. My poor chives are under the lemon basil. But you see like all this space here? And this, I don't do this, people. I don't like leave space. Like, there was a plan for all this space, but hey, life took over, so it just is what it is. Eucalyptus, right? Isn't this eucalyptus? This is, I'm growing this for the first time. Yeah, that's a eucalyptus, which, so I'm growing that for medicinal properties. And some chamomile. You see a little chamomile flower. Got some chamomile here. And what is this? Tarragon. Yeah, I don't know why the hell I'm growing tarragon, because I don't cook with it. But I was just like, why not? Why not? So, oh, and a pretty purple basil here. Grew that from seed as well. Yes. So that's what's going on here. Oh, so here I had my spinach before, and I planted, and see, I've been so busy, I didn't even like date like when I planted the spinach, but I planted some spinach here from my spinach that went to seed last year. Well, the spinach that I planted last year that went to seed, I replanted that, so they're starting to come up. So we'll see. I'm also gonna try doing some spinach in the indoors in the winter time. that and some kale and stuff. I'm gonna plant some out here because they're like very cold hardy. But I'm also gonna see how those things do indoors. Here is my mint. So over there is the catnip that my daughter got me, and mint. So mint, if you all grow mint, if you all don't know, well, that's not a mint, that's another plant that I got from the Field Museum. But mint takes freaking over. Like, so that's why I've got it's got its own little area here. Boom. Hey, do what you will. So yeah, mint is looking healthy, and it's, yeah, it's doing its thing. So this is regular mint. Pretty sure that's not the name for it, but regular mint. This is a lemon mint here. My daughter got me that for my birthday. And this here actually, so this came from the Field Museum. Now this plant right here, it like grew, it was huge. Like it was big and massive and so huge, and it was over here. It was over here, and it was so big that it's so big and heavy that it broke. So what I did, I tore pieces off of it, and this piece I replanted it here, and others I put in water. Some have died, some are still just trying to hold on, but hey, you know, I haven't been part of my garden. You know, I've been in my garden. And this here is a strawberry mint that my daughter got me. Some plants that I bought that I had to put in the ground, and I got some more milkweeds. Like, I am totally into the whole milkweed thing. Like, seeing the monarch butterflies, it was like so amazing. Well, I saw some monarch butterflies coming here to lay their eggs, but like to see the caterpillars and like to see that whole process, it was like so amazing. So I'm like loving the milkweeds. So that's that. Let's go into the beast here. So actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you through like the walk that I did yesterday to go to my compost, and I'm like, what the hell? But before that, just discovered this right here today, like right before coming on. This is, I did not plant this, you see where it is. This is a volunteer bean plant. Like, how the hell did it get here? You know, it's, I think I even saw a bean somewhere. Yeah, there's a bean. It's a volunteer. It just grew here. And I've got like a ton of volunteers this year, like a ton. It's crazy, man. Let's see. I think I'm going too deep into stuff. But now people's interested, y'all keep on watching, and those who are not, whatever. But okay. So I've got some things in like pots here. So I did not plant the dandelion weed. However, I did like some, because I don't use pesticides, and like at least my neighbors back around here in the back of me, they don't use like pesticides or anything on their lawns either. So my dandelions that have just been growing up, I just cut down the dandelion greens. I mix those with my beet greens. Yep, I mixed them with my beet greens, my kale, and some of my, look at how pretty my Swiss chard is. Man, I've been eating off of this mug like all freaking summer. My Swiss chard, and it was absolutely delicious. Those greens were like on freaking point, man. So hey, like I've got some more like dandelion greens over there. I did not plant them. They just, hey, just coming up from the earth, and hell, I'm gonna make some more greens. So Here I've got some bok choy, and now my eggplant. Look at my freaking eggplant, and you see like all these holes here. Poor things. And you see these like little black dots. These motherfuckers are flea beetles, and they get on my goddamn nerves. The only problem, I need to spray some more neem oil. You see how many flea beetles are on here? Yeah, so all these little holes here are because of the flea beetles. And I've got like the sticky tape stuff to, well, it's not tape, but the sticky whatever to put. Actually, I might feel better putting them around here. So I got it for the flea beetles this year when I was sort of paying attention to the garden. I was using neem oil, and that, you know, kept them off for a bit. But, you know, not enough, because they are like going to town. They're like going to town on, yeah, on my eggplant. But, like, I was reluctant. Look at all these flea beetles. Man, it's a ton of them. Goddamn flea beetles. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this I got to take care of. This I got to. I can't. No, okay. Okay, garden, I'm back, and I'm paying attention. I am sorry that I have neglected you. I am so sorry. Goddamn flea beetles. They all over the freaking place. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, but I was reluctant to use it because like I have like a lot of birds back here, and I was like, oh, I don't want like a bird to like, I don't know, come in for some kind of snack, and then they get caught in the sticky tape, and it would just, you know, it would hurt my feelings if, you know, I put something down and like a bird got hurt. So I've been reluctant to use it, but I'm gonna figure out a way, because me and these flea beetles, we can't, we're not anymore. I'm back anyway. So some more kale. So folks, like, look, so you ain't gotta go like all, you know, jungle like I do. Hey, this right here is a drawer from, you know how you always think you're gonna get organized and stuff, so you buy the containers that have all the drawers and stuff. Well, I was like, yeah, I'm not that organized, and it's just not gonna happen like I want to. So I drilled some holes in this mug and planted some kale, and yeah, the kale is doing freaking awesome. Yeah, over here, geez, yeah, I've got, let me see what's going on. So these are like kidney beans. Let me see, are there like some beans here? Oh yeah, we've got some beans here. Okay, yeah, y'all, I don't know what is going on. So okay, yeah, I need to look in here. I need to cut down that oregano. That's my chickpeas. Oh, let me see. Okay, barley here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with barley. I don't know how to harvest barley. I will figure that out. I don't know. Carrots here, and carrot that have, so this is a carrot that I planted this year. This is already going to seed. So carrots are a biennial, meaning that you get the fruit the first year, and the second year they go to seed. But this thing went to seed the first year. Interesting. And here are my parsnips. So I've never grown parsnips before, so they're not ready to come up yet, but we'll see. And let's see, chickpeas. Now these are my chickpeas, and I'm not seeing any type of anything. Oh, okay, here's a couple chickpeas. You see them? There's a couple. Jeez. Okay, I'm seeing some chickpeas. Okay, I'm seeing them. All right, there's a few. So I need to figure out what's going on here. And here, this is my bed that I did like the super efficient Mills Bartholomew's way of doing square foot gardening. And oh my goodness, look at these peppers. Oh, okay. Okay, got some, okay, decent sized peppers here. All right, for this. Okay, look at that. Like, so the thing is with like square foot gardening, when you do it Mel's way, like this, when I have like so many different varieties of plants planted, is that my brain doesn't like it. Like, I don't, because there's like so much going. Yep, like I'm looking at the cilantro is going to seed, which is coriander if you don't know. So what I've decided when it comes to square foot gardening is like I need to do like around the same type of plants in a bed, not like, what are you? You're some kind of pest. What? Oh, it's a bee. Here, is it dead? Are you just resting? What's going on here? I don't know. But so like I've got like the Swiss chard and kale, and I had peas here, and there's a tomato, and I've got celery over here, and my basil, and there's some lettuce that's going to seed, and my beets, and the peppers here, and who knows what else I got here, because I've been pulling and stuff when I was paying attention to the garden. So I do like Mel's method, but for my brain to be able to like get it and like not miss stuff and not be overwhelmed by everything, then I just need like a section for like just greens, and a section for like just like tomatoes, and a section just for like peppers, instead of like doing everything within one bed. To like, if I do everything in one bed, just like this third of the bed are just for greens, and this third of the bed is for whatever, then I think my brain can like handle that better. Okay, this right here is my squash bed, and whoa. So I've got, and so you see I've got some powdery mildew that's happening here. But so I've got some spaghetti squash, and like squash is like my favorite actually. It's like squash, especially yellow squash, it's really like my favorite vegetable to like grow and eat. So I'm gonna have to harvest those. I pulled like a huge zucchini from here the other day. I'm gonna take that and make zucchini bread. This vine right here, what the hell is this, by the way? Is this I guess that's butternut squash. I mean, this thing is like freaking massive. Like, okay, so it goes all here. I think I've told you all before, trellising is like not my strong suit. I always think I have enough time to like put some trellising things up, and then shit happens and I don't. So it's all over the place. So it's like here, and if you look like on the other side over there, can I like scroll in? Like, it's like all over there too. Like this thing is like massive. It's doing this thing. It's doing this thing. Also over there, yeah, that powdery mildew. So actually, what I think I'm gonna do here is I think I've got enough time to start some more seeds, some more squash, particularly the yellow straight neck squash. So these are getting powdery mildew. Honestly, I don't feel like fighting it, so I'm gonna let it do what it do, finish producing, and in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and plant some more seeds in the ground, let those germinate, and by the time those germinate, it'll be time to like rip these up. Over there are my collards. Actually, let me just walk over there. I'll go back over there. And yeah, this is my kale that's going to seed, and it's so interesting how nature, like honestly, like this, all this has really taught me that I really don't have to do much of anything, honestly. And I think as long as you have like really good soil, and as long as it's like getting its water, like, so I've got the drip irrigation in here, but the drip irrigation actually, like, even the areas, the beds that don't have the drip irrigation, they're doing great. So yeah, I think you just kind of, you help nature, but you don't mess with it too much. You just kind of let it do what it do. I think that's the lesson I got this year. I don't know, we'll see next year. But so the kale went to seed, and it replanted itself. So I'm just gonna let it do what it do. What's this? I got some peppers. What is this? A jalapeno? Okay, I've got some jalapeno peppers here. Like, see, everything is so, like, you can't even really see everything. Like, I didn't really trellis. It's just like, it's just crazy over here. So here I've got cucumbers. Like, okay, I got cucamelons. I ate a couple this morning. See, there's one. See the cucamelon? Come on, there you go, because I'm trying to eat you. Okay, so I got a cucamelon that growing out here, and this here is, geez, it's a mixture of all kinds of things. So let me see. This is interesting. So I've got some cucumber plants in here, along with, there's a tomato plant in here, because there's, like, I see some tomatoes here. Who knows where the hell this tomato plant is coming from? Who knows? Guess down here somewhere. Yeah, let's like look in here to see what the hell's going on in here. Let's see. So yeah, I got some tomato. Oh my God, look at that cucumber. Y'all see that? Oh, that's a big old cucumber. I need to get that, huh? Yeah. See, I see some more cucamelons. Oh, what? Oh my God, what is that over there? That's something that I'm growing. That, y'all see that over there? What is that? I don't know, but I need to get it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's cucumber down there. Let's see. Oh, here's some tomatoes. Some more cucumbers in there. Y'all forgive my cinematography, y'all. Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on in here. Let's see. Here's a pepper plant. Okay, with some banana peppers. And so, like, in the beginning of the season, so this season is definitely like rare for me, because I just got so busy. I started to prune, oh geez, and I don't even know how y'all look at me. I started to like prune the tomatoes, and I had begun to start to trellis them. Trellising is not my strong suit, y'all. Oh, and those are my potatoes. It's time for the potatoes time for me to dig them up. It's probably past time. But like, I put the stakes in here, and normally what I do, oh, there's a web. I don't think you all can see it. I don't think you all can see it. But I put the stakes in here, and I was gonna come back and like put some thread and twine and to like weave the tomato plants through. Yeah, that didn't happen. So there you go. You know, there you go. Here, I did something new over here. So here's my corn here. So what I decided to do, and I did this in 3 beds. What I did, I think I know what I'm gonna do next time. Oh wow. See, I thought these were, oh, these are soybeans. See, I thought these were bush beans. So my plan was to, the things that to mix, put in the same bed, the plants that grow taller with plants that grow lower. So like okra grows pretty tall, you know, corn grows tall. So it's like, okay, so to interplant, have the okra grow up and my bush beans stay down to the ground. So I do have, yep, I got some beans down here. I've got some soybeans here. Got some more soybeans looking through here. Yep, I got some beans there. So yeah, yep. I would say it worked. Yeah, it's able to plant some beans. Okay. What else is in here? Okay, yep, definitely. Yep, got some beans here. And I've got my okra that is growing up and growing tall. So yeah, that's a method. That's a method that I'll try again next year. Now over here, I decided to do the same thing here. So here I didn't have the area that I wanted for the sunflowers ready. So I planted the sunflowers since they grow up, planted them in with the sweet potatoes. Here's the sweet potatoes, and here's the sunflowers growing up, and that seemed to work pretty well. Here I have these two. Oh yeah, and I saw a pumpkin earlier when I was out here earlier. Geez, and I'm gonna come back to the volunteers. Now, these are 2 pumpkin plants that I planted, and this is another thing that I learned. So when you hear gardeners say that you can't like dig up a plant and like replant it because it's gonna like shock it and all this mess. So I tried it this year, and because of the plant giveaway, people did that. Like people had like tomatoes in the ground. They dug up their like volunteer tomatoes and brought them, and their volunteer pumpkins. So and it's like beautiful. Look at how beautiful the pumpkin is. Like these, like it's 2 plants here, 2 pumpkin plants. And I've never grown pumpkin before. I saw you. You're here. I saw you. Now you're showing out. Oh, here you go. Yeah, there's a little pumpkin. There's a little pumpkin. Never grew a pumpkin before. There's a little pumpkin right there. But and these were volunteers. One of the people, Soul Sister. I gotta reconnect to you. I just gotta see how you doing, because you just spit so much wisdom to me when I met you. She had volunteer pumpkins, so she dug them up and she brought them to the giveaway. And so I planted a couple, and they're doing beautifully. Now all of this here, oh my God, I didn't plant any of this. Like all of these are like tomatoes, like volunteers. Like there's a tomato plant, there's a tomato plant, there's a tomato plant, there's a tomato plant. Like all of these freaking tomatoes, I didn't plant any of this mess. Now there's some basil and stuff in between there. Now these things I did plant because a friend of mine gave me some wildflowers, and it had like basil seeds mixed in and marigolds and stuff. So I planted those, but see, there's that big old weed that I'm talking about. Like, oh, get out of here. But yeah, like I've had a ton of volunteers this year. So all of these are volunteers. That's a volunteer. That's a volunteer. All of these tomato plants like out here, all of these are volunteers. I didn't do any of that. So, which is really making me wonder, like, yeah, am I really doing anything to help nature? Like, so I kind of, I'm gonna try to figure out, like, for next year, how to do like well, really is doing what this year, to just kind of plan it and just tend to it lightly, which is my kind of thing. That's what I like. I don't like anything that takes like a whole lot of attention. No, like if you like an attention seeker and shit, like, yeah, plants that need a lot of attention, people need a lot of attention. It's just too goddamn much for me. I can't do it. So yeah, I'm good with that. My brassicas over here, the goddamn what do you call the worms, the cabbage worms. Fuck them. Fuck these goddamn cabbage worms. But so I'm gonna dig in there at some point to see what kind of damage they cause. Yeah, forget them. Okay, so my wildflowers, not like I got like basil going through, which is like really cool. And here's that plant that I was telling you, like, I mean, geez, it's thriving and surviving. So over here, this may look like a confusing mess. And so let me just tell you what's going on over here. So I had the same fault, like I was telling you with the other thing. So like down below are my, your beans, are my sweet potatoes. But I figured, so sweet potatoes down below, pole beans, grow pole beans in with the sweet potatoes and have them come up this way. So, have them grow up. So actually, in theory, it did work. So I just want to say that if you decide to do this, I would say trellis immediately. So like, I didn't trellis immediately. And this is me like coming back afterwards. I'm like, oh shit, I need to trellis. And then I got super busy and like, where are you? Like, whole thing here, like, it is not living up to its full potential because of me. This is all because of me. So, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. But, some of the shit is trellised, and the ones that are trellised, they are growing beans. And with my sweet potatoes down below, which is pretty awesome. So, I'm going to say success. It worked. You just need to trellis. That's what you need to do. Yeah. So I don't know if this is worth showing, but I've got one of these big old huge like cloth bags here. This does not have the drip irrigation, but things are doing really well. Yeah. And even like I've got tomatoes planted in here. I've got watermelon. The watermelon I planted from seed, so I was like really late with a lot of stuff this year. So they're flowering. So maybe I might be able to get like maybe a couple of watermelon, possibly. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot going on here that my brain can't really take right now. It's just too much. So there's some tomatoes and I have to get those. So yeah, and I didn't do this bed, but this bed has are those collards? What is that? Did I grow some collards in this bed? What is that? Or is that a what is this at? What That's some kind of brassica. I think that's a cabbage. That's a cabbage, not collard. And see here, the flea beetles. Goddamn flea beetles. Okay, so that is almost the entire tour and update of my garden. Jeez, yeah, like see, I got like the beans, they're like growing on the ground. I'm so sorry, I didn't do you right. I'll take care of that if or when I can. So the last thing was, okay, so this is like my compost area. This is where I compost. And look at what the hell is going on back here. Like, okay, for one thing, like I have a ton of tomatoes that have that's just growing up back here. So, not you, but not only that, I've got freaking butternut squash that's like growing back here. And look at how big and beautiful these leaves are. And the big, beautiful flowers. And all of that. Yep, there's one right there. I mean, jeez. Like, even, look. There's one growing up and on the fence right there. Oh, the mess, man. And all the tomatoes. Yeah, all the freaking tomatoes, man. Just back here. I didn't do any of that. So, yeah, people. So, this is like really, truly like a lesson for me that I am not as important as I think I am. And I'm okay with that. Like, for real, for real. So, like, you know, like this shit, like I usually mulch my, I usually like do worm castings tea, every week, water them every week with worms castings tea. I did that shit once. And I eventually made some compost tea, but they haven't had any of that. Yeah. So, look, folks, this is what I was telling you about, the one plant that I like broke apart, and so some of them died, some of them still making it, so I'm gonna have to plant those. But you know, you're a gardener when you stop talking, you're like, let me take care of that real fast. Hi. Anyway, but hey, you know, so those of you who have yet to garden, because I just saw a video today that said that, you know, you can when you make noises when you sit down. I just did that shit just now. I was like, it didn't hurt anyway. But yeah, look, put a seed in the ground and see what it does. Really. Yeah, like I was super busy, but the garden didn't need my help. It really didn't. And I'm good with that. Yeah, like, so usually I mulch. I didn't mulch. Usually I like fertilize. I fertilize when I'm first planting something. I use Trifecta Plus. It just works well for me. And then I do worm castings tea like every week afterwards. But I just did a Trifecta Plus and one feeding, because I just haven't had anything. The drip irrigation I've got in most of my beds, but where the pumpkins were, the compost, there's definitely no drip irrigation back there. And with the runner beans, there's like no drip irrigation. And like in the aisles with all the volunteers, there's no drip irrigation where the wildflowers are. And and they're doing fine. And like so we're like in a drought right now, and they are doing fine. So if you want to grow something, I say plant it and let nature do the work. So what I think I'm gonna do next year, I want to test something out. This goddamn train. So I want to see, I wasn't front facing. Now I see I'm front facing with these dark glasses on. I'm like, this is what I'm looking like in the video anyway. But to try like an area of the garden to where I just let it do what it do and just see what nature does. One of the women, Pamela, come on, you got my heart, who she donated to the plant giveaway, and she was out there with the people just spitting wisdom, man. And she had said, she was like, think about like, back in the day, back in biblical times and stuff, like, they weren't going out there with their pails of water and stuff. At least I don't think so. Like a garden was a garden and it just grew, it just grew. And that is really what has happened here. Even though like I planted some stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that I did not plant. That these tomatoes have just come up. That butternut squash just came up. My collards just came up. So I want to try something just to like a area of the garden that is just like nature, and just let it do what it do. I don't know how I'm gonna work that out yet. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but and really see like, do we really need to manipulate a garden so much for food? I don't think so. Hell, so if we do not, we can have gardens like this, like all over the place. And that, if we have like gardens, not only will that help us and our health, if we are eating more healthy foods and we're eating like more vegetables and plants, it will also help the planet. So look, the planet is hurting now. The planet's been hurting, but now it's like, motherfuckers, it's time out. Is either me or it's you. And I promise you, the earth is gonna win and is gonna wipe us out. So let's stop fighting against nature and work with it and let it do what it do. That's where I'm at right now. So this is a long video. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. But okay, I'll see y'all when I see you. Okay? All right, bye.